And here we are again, live from Cardiff Firestorm Games.
Got my name right.
Oh, who changed that?
Who changed that? You obviously missed Jack. I see how it is. You missed Jack Canavan on the stream.
Making me look bad.
Yeah, I see how it is. Hey, here we go.
Well, back to the intro. I'm Fish, that's Jacko, and we're bringing you another 4 rounds of Final Fantasy here at Fight Night.
Week 2 of the Opus 25. So yeah, thanks to everyone that tuned in last week. Had some pretty sweet games. Definitely a little rusty, so apologies, Fish and I definitely let a few things slip the net. So we'll try and be a bit hotter on things this week.
Especially Jacko.
Especially me. I was very much off the boil. But I've got the spectacles. We'll be keeping a close eye on things.
His binoculars.
But if you're in the chat and you spot something, help us out.
Yeah.
Let us know what we've missed. Because you guys are always super hot on those things. And we appreciate hearing from you. So if you're tuning in, you tell us where from. I can already see my boy Jonathan is in the chat. Absolute stalwart. He's here week in, week out. Respect to you, man. Thanks for tuning in. Great to have you with us.
Yeah, always love you having you with us. Not the other way around, because that'd be weird. Although I love having me with you guys too. We are going to go straight over to the gameplay table, though, because we are ready for round 1. Bit of a later start.
I think so. I think players are just getting set up and everyone's shuffling. I'm just going to wander over and let the players know about spacing, because we had a few cards cropping up off screen last week.
So sure. In the meantime, guys, I will give you the breakdown. As you can see via the scoreboard, we have got Alex on the left running Mono Earth, and I'm not sure whether to put the quotes around the mono part, against Sam, who was one of the sort of runners-up in Cactamania with his mono water sort of mirror match that he had with with another Sam, I think it was at the time, and he played it absolutely spectacularly, came down to the wire. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. And he will be on Ice Fire Soldiers. So absolutely interesting.
Soldiers be soldiering this week. And nice to see Alex here on Mono Earth. So yeah, did a bit of a scout around of the room. Sorry. And lots of Ice Lightning, lots of soldiers, a few warriors, and Alex on Mono Earth. Interested to see how this Mono Earth list has been updated with the new set.
Yeah, if it's the one that Connor was playing, I had a friendly with last week, and it was a really cool deck, kind of using the new Barret and things like that, which was cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I see our brothers, brethren up in Scotland, the YYT. I know Steve did a great little Mono Earth ramp video about using that new Barret. So, yeah, check out their deck tech talk on that, because it's a really cool deck. And so maybe that's what's given Alex the inspiration.
Yeah.
Should we just give the players a thumbs up?
Sure, give it a go. And Calgary, just so you know, CJ does exist, but he's not here this week. He was here last week. It didn't quite make it onto the stream, though, I don't think, in the end. But we are
Yeah, it was great seeing CJ back last week. I felt like I hadn't seen him in a lifetime. He was back. And, of course, he was playing Ice last week.
Well, of course he was, because that's all he plays, because he loves that to absolutely no end.
Yeah, well, he was playing Ice Lightning. He was playing Fallon's Ice Lightning list. And he literally grabbed me and was like, tell me, what does Mono Ice look like right now? I need to know.
I'm surprised you didn't try him out on that Unai deck. Cause,
it's not really his vibe, the Unai deck. He's, I think he's much more in line with his Mono Ice Sephiroth soldiers.
I was going to say, what are you on about? Don't Ice want you not to have an opponent who plays the game?
Yeah, true. Rough start for Alex here. So, yeah, mulliganed and then went into Leatherworker as first backup. And Sam Beasley just punishing him for it, going free Roche and then ditching 3 to play Joseph into Minwoo, freezing that backup.
And hitting the Billy Bob there, which is usually a target for the Barret.
Tasty, though. Alex has hit the Barret, so...
The question is if we got the 6 to pay for it. It looks like we got a couple of backups in hand.
Oh, yeah, we've definitely got the CP to pay for it. The temptation, I'd be inclined to play it. You're going to get a backup, either... I don't know what the backup package is running, but getting a Jesse down or that can search you forward, or even getting the wedge one that searches
bigs.
There's one that searches backups. There's one that searches forward. So
I do quite like the wedge backup into bigs backup.
Yeah, the Opus one, starter deck one.
Yeah,
I think that's quite nice, and it's really nice sort of at this stage. I think it will get you to those 2 backups, and you can play the bigs on curve following turn. So
yeah.
So I think otherwise we've got a minor. I think minor. Maybe some dark cards. Maybe another Ingus. Maybe another. A couple of Ingus.
You would have very much have liked to have played that minor right now, right? Because obviously you could have done it on curve.
Kolka.
But
Okay.
Kolka, yeah, we could at least kill the Roche here. But do we want to discard?
So, yeah, Alex not happy to go for the Barret just yet.
Yeah.
Always getting rid of it.
Oof.
Okay. I wonder what we've got in hand.
I think there was at least, well, I knew there was that minor in there, but I don't know if there's any other backups.
It looks like maybe a Jesse, I think, actually.
Yeah, you might be right there.
Jesse, and is he running an off-color Amaterasu in there? I could be seeing things.
Well, I mean, it is mono earth, so it's probably playing it, right?
So, yeah, playing that Kolka, this is the 2CP one that you discard a card, and then if it's a forward, you deal damage equal to forward's power. Getting rid of the Barret and shooting that Roche. But, Sam is not too sad about that. He paid the whole of 0 CP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm with you. On the, yeah. Discard the minor, discard the Barret. Like, what on earth is he kept?
If it is a Jesse, I suppose it does get back to another Barret, I suppose.
Yeah, but you could go Jesse minor next turn and get yourself to 4 backups and then set yourself up for a Barret on the following turn.
Well, that's unless Sam has anything to do about it. He is playing soldiers, so we could see some discard.
Bit of glare, so we're just going to have to rely on Sam having discarding the correct CP. Obviously, he's tapped the Joseph, so we know the Angeal can be played.
And we just paying 2 CP. Are we going for another Roche, perhaps?
Yeah, just trying to pull on that early pressure. Alex is probably not too upset about that.
No, I mean, it could have been much worse, but again, Sam didn't really have the CP for it, so...
Hits a Clara's.
Never punished.
Searching a target. Although we've seen the Kolka go, so Leo
Epitaph,
yeah. Nice. So, yeah. Maybe that's why he discarded the minor. He knew he was going to hit the Claris. And
he just knew.
He manifested the Claris on top of his deck. I love the sleeves that he's got as well. Very cool. Alrighty, and then we get past the turn. So,
ooh, there's that new wall there. Did you see that?
Ooh,
I'd be interested to see that come into play, but at the moment, not really all that good. The S effect on it is actually quite nice.
Yeah, just as about the Minru. So the Minru does have an action ability where you can pay 1, tap it, and dull freeze a character. Bit expensive, especially with it being Sam's currently only ICP. So yeah, not too worried about that being cracked just yet. Here comes the Epitaph, probably grabbing a Leo. And there's the Leo. So let's see what he follows up with. So I think he's got another... Oh no, he discarded the Leo. I was going to say he has another Leo in hand, but he has already discarded it. Also, guys, if you're tuning in, let us know what the sound quality is like. Fish and I were left to our own devices setting up this week, and it was absolute chaos.
You might have heard our little mic tests right at the beginning.
Yeah, we were told, oh yeah, the one with the tape is so-and-so's headset last week, and we're both like, oh yeah, and we both completely forgot who.
Yeah, not a clue. No one told me that, at least I wasn't listening.
So it looks like we've got Leo, Jesse, Wall. I still think it's an Amaterasu.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, this wall's not doing anything right now. Surely we should go in Jesse, discarding the wall, get Barret, play Barret on curve next turn, and yeah, off to the races.
It would be pretty sweet, because you could pay it for just 2 CP, effectively.
Oof, there goes the wall.
No, we're going with it. We overpaid for that. Oh, so I suppose that we could...
Okay, so now we're threatening the Amaterasu in hand. Okay. So I wonder if this is just Alex just sort of recognizing maybe the match that he's up against. He's just really anxious that at the drop of a hat, you don't want to, if you went into the Jesse, there's a risk that, Sephiroth just comes down and just absolutely ruins your day, makes you discard a bunch of cards. So I wonder if that was what the concern was.
The thing is, though, are we all that worried about that when obviously Sam only had 1 card in hand, only drawing 2? I mean, it's not going to be a huge issue. I don't think. But Oh, John definitely displeased with that one. I'm out.
Yeah. This is
like a member of the Dragon's Den. He's out.
Yeah. I don't like your pitch. I don't like your product. And for that reason, I'm out. So, the Dragons didn't really like your product. What do you think it went? Oh. You can't see, but I'm doing the face the guy pulls with it.
Oh, it's a spectacular face, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. So, yeah, I got an expert in the chat as well. John was the one who really developed this Mono Earth list running sort of Leo Warrior of Lights a couple sets ago. And, man, is it a good-looking list.
Yeah. Alex taking that wall as a 3rd point of damage there, so not another EX burst.
Okay.
And there's a shame because, again, that thing could be busted.
So Sam leaving his backups up. He's got the Amaterasu in hand. What are our options here? I mean, I feel like you're not under too crazy, considering you're soldiers, you're not under crazy amounts of pressure, but that can change rapidly.
Yeah, I think it's hugely down to the fact that Sam had to go Joseph at 6 CP.
And here we go. Here's the Jesse. Now we're going to see the Barret, or are we going to go grab something different? Going for Cloud. Okay. I mean, that Jesse is absolute chef's kiss for that. Is that Roche on the field? That
Yes,
Roche
it
is on the
is, yeah.
field. That's a Roche. It's not even that, Duffman. That is the second Roche of the day.
Also, as if to add salt into that wound, he played it off the angial as well.
Yeah. He played one for free at the very beginning, and then he played one off the angial.
Oh, and there is Mr. McAvoy himself. Thank you for joining us, Paul.
The godfather of Cardiff. Thanks for having us in. Did you reply to my message? I'm going to check. Doesn't matter. We fixed it. You'll be glad to know
We fixed
it. Okie dokie. So, yeah, Sam getting with the Renoa here, paying 4. Have we found? Okay, now we've seen Sephiroth.
There it is, the new big bad soldier himself.
Yeah, so I think this is what Alex was potentially playing around. He sort of knew this was maybe coming.
I mean, do we still have that Sephiroth in hand, though, right?
He's got another copy of Sephiroth in hand.
Sorry, Amaterasu. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yes, Alex still has Amaterasu.
So-
Turn up a touch. Okay. I don't know which one I am. Chaos. Hopefully, let me know if that's any better.
It looks like you're going into the yellow, so it should be okay.
So are we S affecting? So it's shooting for 5k. What are we Amaterasuing?
I think the discard trigger, so we can get rid
Oh,
of
he
it.
attacked with Roche. Oh, yeah, he should have just... Yeah. Yeah, Sam should have not even given a window, right? He should have just...
Are we really discarding the Cloud as well? Because in theory, we could have still...
Yeah.
We didn't have to discard the Fire CB.
Gyro!
Never punish! Although Alex is on 4 now, he is way behind on damage.
Yeah, but I mean, this is Earth. Earth does this, you know?
Yeah.
It just grinds these games out. It's a late game. Yeah, I agree. It should have... Oh, yeah, sorry, guys. I'll be back in a second.
Oh. Jacko being pulled away for a rules question.
Can I discard one card?
In the meantime, we have gone after the Barret off of the Tyro for Alex. In theory, now we could play that on curve, hit the Billy Bob, get back the Leo, and we should be all right. And we've just drawn another Cloud, so it's easy discard CP there. But I mean, completely agree with you there, Calgary. Could never punish. Now I could pop the sign up, but I'm not gonna yet. Not yet. But here we go. New Barret. Search for 4 or less. Play it onto the field. I'm suspecting Billy Bob here. But we are looking at Wedge, though. No, changing of the mind. can see that Shadow Lord there as well. Yeah, we do go with the Billy Bob. Yeah, Shadow Lord creeping its way back into a lot of decks here. Obviously, lots of things like archetypes like soldiers and Vikings and even monks. So definitely wary of that one. So Billy Bob enters. We do get a return. Did we already pick something and I missed it? Well, we're armying the Billy Bob, so no return. Billy Bob hits the deck. That'll do. Passing the turn.
Right, fill me in, fish. What have I missed?
So Barret goes after Billy Bob. Billy Bob gets ammied. And that's pretty much all he missed, to be honest.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. What did we... I guess it doesn't matter what we targeted because it got Amaterasu.
Yeah. Duff saying no fear of the army, basically. There's a bold move. Loved it, though. The thing is, Sam does seem, as much as he's ahead on damage here, seems to be on top deck city right now. And it's not looking good. He's still only got 2 cards and 3 backups. Alex is soon going to start, well, if he hasn't already, start getting ahead on value here. And we're just having to throw more and more CP away in order to stay in this game, it feels like.
I mean, yeah. I feel like Alex is really... wants to get to that 5 backups. I don't know if he's running it, but I feel like Genova Synthesis is...
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be certainly one way to deal with any sort of board that Alex... that Sam puts out there. Well, we're going Emmett Selk. And we're going to Ammy that too. Oh, Sam with all the Ammys in the world, it feels like. So, I mean, do we really need to worry? Barrett's got Brave. We can pop a little attack in. I don't think Roche is going to block that.
Sorry, apologies about that, guys. I'm back with you now. Just had to run off and do a little ruling chat on the table. Which, so Emmett Selch.
Yeah, going after the
Ingus.
Ingus this time. And we hit an Angeal. I think Sam would probably be quite happy to see that go.
So, yeah, that is going to come in and be dealing 8k. So, yeah, threatening to kill whatever Sam Beasley may play, unless he deals with this Emmett Selch. But with only 3 cards in hand and 3 backups, it's it's going to be tricky for sure.
I kind of got to agree with Kagri. Like how you're on top decks. Earth can just sit there and pretty much do whatever it wants now.
It's just like the longer this game's on, if you think about it in like sporting context, you have like the odds of player winning or losing. The longer the game goes on, the more that win percentage just tips further and further into Mono Earth's favour.
Absolutely. It's not been like Sam has had any major discards whatsoever. The first time we even attempted it, the Sephiroth gets ammied. I just don't see what soldiers could offer that
it just doesn't have the mass removal, right? Like you can attack the hand, you can do dull freezes, but with such limited resources in hand right now, it's very tricky.
Yeah, and Alex was quite happy to take those 4 points of damage just to build his backups up. It may only be a 1 backup advantage, but obviously he's much better position.
Well.
Yeah,
far superior board state in favour of Alex as well. And this Ingus as well is going to come in, is going to be killing and fetching whatever piece he wants from the deck. So, okay, wow, we're going in. Kuja.
I think that Kuja's going to die real quick.
So
There ain't no way that lives for long, I don't think.
Kuja and pass. So
Ingus comes in, will kill the Kuja, search for something else.
yeah. Okay, we hit a Mist Dragon and Terror. Okay, nice. So I feel like Inga's going to come down, grab our. Have we seen all our copies of Leo?
I think we've seen 2. I think we're probably playing 3, right?
So we're going to dull and freeze the Barret. So freeze in response to the Kuja being targeted, and then the dull action ability. So Ingus is going to be searching now. I know we definitely saw 2 copies of Leo at the start of the game.
Yeah, I would have thought.
Grab a Mont Leonis here.
Oh yeah. It's going to cost what, 3?
So
No, 4. It'll cost 4.
well, good job. We have 2 backups on tab just for that occasion.
Oh, it absolutely does. Well,
just
Roche
like that,
is not long for this world.
Getting rid of that tower. And then grabbing target. Do we grab a Billy Bob? And then grab something else?
Now this is just getting out of hand.
Yeah. Disgusting. So yeah, Billy Bob coming in and getting back the Leo. Real tough to see how Sam makes his way back in from this one. Finally sees the rug, but I feel like it's probably a little too late.
Yeah, definitely agree with Kagri again. There's throwing away 5 CP on a Kuja that you pretty much knew was going to die seemed pretty terrible.
So before I forget, because he's in the chat, I think we should say a big congratulations to James Duff, because I hear word on the street that he got married on the weekend.
Oh, is that true, Duff man?
So yeah, big congrats to you, my friend. Absolutely stoked. I hope you had an amazing day.
And I'm disappointed you didn't have us there to commentate.
That's just what you want at a wedding. Fish and I commentated.
And here he is, the Duff man, walking down the aisle. But no.
Never punished.
Will be once he gets married, though. Yeah. But yeah, no, congratulations, mate, if that's the case. Back to the game at hand, though. And we play the Cloud. Nothing much else to do, though.
Yeah. So, yeah, having a quick look at LB.
That wedge is an interesting one, though.
So, yeah.
Oh.
Warrior of Light.
Boom. Oosh. Big full at draws.
Oosh.
Is that a free play backup he just drew as well, there?
It is, but I feel like you play Une now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Play Une, bounce the Cloud, bounce the Minwu. Like, you don't really bother by coming in and freezing one thing.
I know it seems like we all know what this card does right now, but there it is in its big 4-color boldness.
And then, yeah, here comes the Une, so this is really going to solidify the board state.
Just for context for you folks at home, by the way, that mat they're playing on is 3x3, and Alex is running out of room. And
then the free play back comes down, so here we go. Warrior of Light is going to come in first.
Genesis on the hit.
Emmett Selch.
Zach.
And so Mont Leonis. I think the Ingus is the final thing that could attack this turn. But yeah, looks like we're just choosing to leave it up.
I mean, say
you don't really need to put him to damage 5. I don't think there's any. Don't think there's any damage 5 things you're really worried about in Ice Fire, but a lot of the cards that are damage 5, that's always. I always find that damage 5 is like that's where games can turn. Yeah, that's the tipping point.
Well, so, I mean, we saw it at Winter Cup, right? Hitting the hill on damage 5 did our friend Rob, which was excellent to see. But so, I mean, what do you do if you're steering this down and have no board wipes?
You've got 2 backups. Yeah.
I think a legit
I
move.
Like Rogue's coming, but even then, it's just like.
Yeah, I think a legit move is to add sadness to the stack.
Yeah. Oh yeah, LBT just would have really been like.
Just push it in there for twist the knife. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, fair play to Sam. He is not going down without a fight. Oh, he's going to play the Minu. So you're going to play the Rogue. He's going to freeze the Barret.
Well, I mean, that's a
certainly
wall
trying.
out and a Barret down.
Rogue coming down. Gotta think about them tiebreakers. Here's the Rogue.
Sam trying
Rogue
everything
attacks,
he can.
gives everything to Genesis. You can probably afford to take the damage. I mean, how big is this Leo? Leo's too big. The Leo is too big. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be 12k, right?
Yeah. It's big boy.
Yeah. Are we going to give everything to the Rogue, perhaps, to try and have it survive?
Yeah.
Or are we going to be
I
greedy?
think it's... did we block with the Leo? I feel like we can, right? Even if he has, like, he's got no cards in hand, you know he's got no answer. So like,
Yeah, you could take it easy. Oh, no, I hit a Toto.
Oh, he must have. I'm assuming Sam actually just gave everything to the Rogue just to make it big enough so that he.
Yeah, it feels like it. You couldn't be super greedy and add the Genesis in as
Now
well.
you teed us. And you just really just twist the knife.
Nothing is over until now.
Hit him with the Titus chair.
I mean, he's going to hit him with something.
And here it comes. 5 CP. There
Goodbye.
it is.
Goodbye, my rugger.
Yeah, what an absolute clinical display from Alex here. It was really.
TCG
I
enjoyer.
thought he was going to draw a double Miss Dragon, so he got a triple Miss Dragon in hand.
TCG enjoyer making the point of people trying to make soldiers happen on stream, and all I can think is back to the Mean Girls meme, where it's like, stop trying to make that happen.
They will try.
Oh, they will, but
Too many
this is
FF7.
over. A valiant
lovers.
effort by Sam Beasley, but Alex showing how to have the patience and the wherewithal to make that Mono Earth deck count where it needs it.
Definitely. Very well played. So, yeah, excellent opening game for the stream. So, lots of chat about sort of soldiers and where it's at. I imagine it might not even be the last time we see that deck on stream, but I do think I'm not sold on it.
No.
I don't think it's top tier worthy, but maybe just take someone kicking me around the curb with it to change my mind. But I do think the Sephiroth has a much better place in sort of a mono-wise aggro list with Rogue. But anyway, we're rambling. Let's get the ramblings of Alex, I think.
Yeah, well, if we got time, I think we probably should. But if we don't, we will be back with you round 2 or with Alex's lovely bearded face. So we'll catch you shortly. And there he is, winner of round 1. Well played there. Loving that Mono Earth list. So, I mean, taking 4 points of damage early, any sort of worries? Or were you just like, I could buy my time?
It's fine when you only have like the Roshan play. Had he gone a little bit wider, then I think I probably would have been a bit more panic stations and try and find some way of clearing the board. Because I held the Shadow Lord in my hand for a while, thinking that was going to happen. Whether it be the Angeal getting Genesis, that means that you can play another Sephiroth cheaper or something like that. But I was kind of comfortable just taking the chip damage because he was telegraphing the Amaterasu pretty heavily.
Sure.
So I wasn't trying to play into that until I was able to commit enough stuff to the board to be able to block any potential haste threats like the third Roche or a dull freeze on my board and then just kill me out of nowhere.
Yeah, so, I mean, because as you mentioned the Angeal there, I mean, were you shocked when he chose to actually just play the Roche off of that?
Yeah, I think I was expecting the Genesis personally, which would have locked down my 2 backups. The danger with that, though, is that if I do have an answer for the Genesis, like if I have the Kulka to kill it, you don't have any more stuff in hand. And I think he was pretty wary about holding on to the Amaterasu for a while. So, yeah, I think the way that matchup feels is once the Earth deck is kind of able to plonk down a couple of big forwards and you feel pretty comfortable then. The late game is basically unbeatable.
Sure.
So
Well, I mean, obviously we've seen a flurry of new cards, and then including the new 6-drop Barret.
Yeah.
How's that been treated?
That's been really good. Yeah, so the current list I'm playing isn't all in on the Cat 7 stuff. I've seen some people play with much more of a Cat 7 backup line. I'll probably try that next week or something.
Sure.
But the fact that you're able to now find a forward that searches 2 backups off your Emmet Selk is kind of been really, really good. It means you don't have to play the bad 6-drop backup that doesn't accrue you as much advantage. This one, pressures your opponent, it blocks, it searches up, break zone recursion with the Billy Bob. It can get the wedge, which gets the Jesse backup. So, and also it's a 6-drop, which means that it will then trigger the MSL. So it's been really, really good. I'm not all in on the Cat 7 stuff. I've got the Genova. I'm trying the new Cloud, which hasn't come up yet, but I think given the right matchups, that's really strong. Billy Bob's excellent as well. So yeah, I've been really impressed with it.
Sure. So I know you said obviously the Cloud didn't come up in the game. We did see you search for it at one point, but you discarded it in order to play the Amat.
Yeah.
Now, what else was in your hand? Because obviously you still could have kept hold of that.
So the Leah was going to die, and it was the case of I don't want to then be stuck with a fire card that I can't cast in my hand. Because if the Leah was living, then I would have kept it and can play it next turn. But because I knew the Leah was dying and I didn't have the direct route to playing the next one, I'd rather pay with the fire card and still be able to play the cards in my hand that I keep, rather than bin off the Earth card and be stuck with a Cloud that I potentially couldn't cast for a while.
Wicked. Well, thank you for that. Best of luck with the rest of the round. We've just had time call, so guys, we'll do a short BR back with you on round 2.